Let's continue the lesson from where we stopped yesterday. It seemed a long way down. We just saw yesterday that the boy was thrown into the pool by a bully and he was going down and down the water, and he started planning how to come up like a cock. It seemed a long way down. Those 9 feet were more like 90, and before I touched bottom, my lungs were ready to burst. You know, people who swim, they learn how to hold their breath underwater. But this boy was thrown into water suddenly, so he even didn't know what to do. He was so perplexed. So in this situation, as he was going down and down, he was not able to control his breath, and he was getting a feel that his lungs, it's going to burst. But when my feet hit bottom, I summoned all my strength and made what I thought was a great spring. Summoned means gathered. So he gathered his strength for what? To come up, to rise up the water, and made what I thought was a great spring. Spring means jump. Here, jump above to the surface. I summoned all my strength and made what I thought was a great spring upwards. I imagined I would bob to the surface like a cock. We just saw this usage earlier, bob to the surface like a cock. Bob means just come up. Instead, I came up slowly. But what happened? He did not come up suddenly. As he planned earlier, he was rising above the water slowly. I opened my eyes and saw nothing. When he opened his eyes, nothing was seen there. But water. There was only water over there around him. Water that had a dirty yellow tinge to it. Tinge means color. He says that the color of the water was yellow in color. I grew panicky. Panicky here? Scared. When you have fear in your heart, usually you will feel so scared. And now he is thrown into the water. He is not able to hold his breath, and he feels as though his lungs will burst. And so he was feeling so panicky. I reached up as if to grab a rope, and my hands clutched only water. Now when we are in danger, we usually used to find out whether we get some object to catch hold and come up. Especially when you are washed away in water or when you are thrown into water, we would try to find a support, whether we get a wood or something, a rope or that edge of the swimming pool or whatever it is, to grab it and to come up the water. I reached up as if to grab a rope, and my hands clutched only water. Grab, catch hold of. So he thought he will just get a support. Clutched, caught hold. But what did he do? There was nothing for him to catch hold. So he was trying to grab and catch hold of something, but it was only water that was there around him. I was suffocating. He was not able to breathe. Feel as though something is pressing. That is what you mean. Not able to breathe. That is what you mean by suffocating. Breathing problem. I tried to yell, but no sound came out. At times we will plan we may have a bad dream, and in the bad dream we will yell and shout, and we used to think whether that sound was heard by others, but all that noise would have come only in the dream and not practically. But here he is suffering under the water. He wanted to yell out and shout out so that some help comes to him, but no sound came out of his throat. To that extent he was so scared there. Then my eyes and nose came out of water, but not my mouth. Just his eyes and nose alone just came up to the tip of the water. But his mouth did not come up, which means he did not rise up to the water to that level. I flailed at the surface of the water, flailed. He just moved without control. We saw this word flailed at the surface already. He lost all balance of his body. So without any control, he was just moving on top. I flailed at the surface of the water, swallowed and choked. He swallowed some water from the swimming pool, and that sudden drinking of water, already he has a feeling as though his lungs will burst. There is so much of suffocation, and this drinking of water, it choked him. It blocked the windpipe for him. Isn't it a big problem? How much fear he should have had when he was there under the water. I tried to bring my legs up, but they hung as dead weights, paralyzed and rigid. His legs refused to work. Because of the shock, when you are in great fear, the body will not listen to what your brain says. It will be totally paralyzed, and that is the situation in which this boy is also. I tried to bring my legs up, but they hung as dead weights, paralyzed and rigid. Paralyzed, no sensation at all. That is what you mean by paralyzed. And rigid, rigid is stiff. It was so stiff, so he could not move his legs as well. A great force was pulling me under. Something was pulling him once again. He came just to the surface of the water. He was just moving without control, but something seemed to pull him once again. I screamed, but only the water heard me. So he raised his voice, but the voice did not go out for somebody else to hear, but it was only the water that heard his sound. I had started on the long journey back to the bottom of the pool. So earlier he got a feel that something is pulling him down. So once again he is going to the back to the bottom of the pool, which means he is sinking once again into the water. I struck at the water as I went on, expending my strength as one in a nightmare fights as an irresistible force. So expending means spending. I struck at the water as I went down, expending my strength. He tried to gather his strength to kick the water to come to the surface of the water somehow or other. That is what he was doing. As one in a nightmare fights an irresistible force. When you have a nightmare at times, might be your father or your brother or sister would have got the kicks from you. When you have a nightmare at times, when you are fighting against something, now your subconscious mind will act and it will make you kick others who is sleeping nearby you. Like that he is also feeling. Expending my strength as one in the nightmare fights an irresistible force. Irresistible force that cannot be faced. So he gets all this feel that he will fight, he will come once again to the surface of the water. All these things, the ideas goes in his mind. I had lost all my breath. My lungs ached. My head throbbed. Just try to hold your nose. Control your breath. Just check how long you are able to control your breath. There will be a point when you will start feeling the pain, and that moment you will feel like releasing your breath. And if it is outside on the land surface, it is okay. But for a boy who is underwater, it is something really very, very difficult for him. How horrible he would have felt. Just imagine, under the water you are not able to breathe, you have to control your breath. If the water goes in, it will choke you, and that water entry through your nose will cause additional pain, and now he is feeling so horrible under the water. My lungs ached, my head throbbed, that horrible pain that he used to get, that palpitation that you feel when you are suffering a lot. That is what you mean by throbbed. No sudden shock when you get, no, we have the habit of keeping our hand on the head, because the reason is you feel the pulse here on your head when you have the sudden shock. The same way he is also having, his head is throbbing here and he is feeling all that pain throughout. I was getting dizzy. Dizzy, feeling giddy. You would have heard this word dizzy quite often. So he started feeling giddy, which means slowly he is losing his senses. No more he can have his body under control. But I remembered the strategy, but something was there. His subconscious mind was going on giving him command. Come on, don't lose, you have something to do. And what is that? I would spring from the bottom of the pool and come like a cock to the surface. I would lie flat on the water, strike out with my arms and thrash with my legs. Then I would get to the edge of the pool and be safe. So this, it keeps ringing in his mind again and again and again. He says, no, don't give up, never give up, and he is having this determination. And he says, I would spring from the bottom of the pool. So still he has got hope, though he is feeling so giddy, but still he has got hope that he will spring from the bottom of the pool, can come to the surface, come like a cock to the surface. I would lie flat on the water. You would have seen that swimming, the people who are swimming, they used to lie flat on the water surface and they used to swim. They will not allow their body to sink, those who have learned swimming properly. Strike out with my arms and thrash with my legs, movement of the legs and arms he will give. Then he would get to the edge of the pool and be safe. He says he will move, he will swim to the corner of the pool and then he will hold the edges of the pool and he will be at safety. And then he can call somebody to come and lift him out of water, and that keeps ringing in his mind again and again and again. I went down, down endlessly. I opened my eyes. Nothing but water with that yellow glow. Why he keeps saying that the water is yellow in color? Water doesn't have any color as such. But when you see that he is in the farthest end, the deepest end, okay, top surface of the water, you will be able to see the light and it will be somewhat transparent. But as you go, as the depth of the water increases, naturally you will see the darkness, and that darkness seems to him like yellow in color over here. Dark water that one could not see through. So when he reached the bottom, the water was completely dark. I went down, down endlessly. I opened my eyes. Nothing but water with a yellow glow. Dark water that one could not see through. So ultimately he was once again at the bottom. He was thrown into the water. He tried to come up. Only his nose and eyes came up, and he got a feel that something is pulling him down. So once again he started moving, and now he landed at the bottom. But his mind was going on telling, I will definitely come up come out of water. I will swim to safety. I'll go to the edge of the swimming pool and I'll be safe. This his mind was going on, telling again and again. And then sheer stark terror seized me. Sheer stark terror. Complete fear. In his heart, seized him, caught hold of him. Nothing else. What is going to me? I have once again come to the bottom of the water. What is going to happen to me? So there was a fear that was completely catching hold of him. And then sheer stark terror seized me. Terror that knows no understanding. Terror that knows no control. Terror that no one can understand who has not experienced it. See the way the author is using this word terror, 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 terror. Appa, it is so much of terror again for us. To see this boy experiencing the fear under the water. So he wants to multiply. The author himself, who has autobiographed this incident, he wants to multiply the feeling among the readers, the terrific feeling that this boy experienced, so that we will be there to share our empathy towards that boy. And then sheer stark terror seized me, terror that knows no understanding, terror that knows no control, terror that no one can understand who has not experienced it. Only those who have experienced this terror will understand what was the horrible, terrific feeling of this boy. I was shrieking underwater, shrieking, crying, yelling, what not. What is the use? Sound did not travel up to the air. I was paralyzed underwater, stiff, rigid with fear. Even the screams in my throat were frozen. Frozen now, here it is choked. Now he was stiff, rigid. Everything stopped. Now even that's in a frozen lake, or when you freeze your ice cube, it becomes so hard. Okay? And when you keep your hands on ice for a long time, you feel that numbness and frozen. So he was underwater, and knowing swimming and being underwater is different. Not knowing swimming and being underwater is different. And he was underwater without knowing what to do, how to swim. So it was a great fear, and everything froze in his body. Even the screams in my throat were frozen. Only my heart and the pounding of my head said that I was still alive. Just imagine how horrible it would have been for that boy underwater. He felt, and he was able to understand that he was alive. How? The throbbing beat of his heart and the throbbing of his head. He was able to feel that pounding beat of his heartbeat, and he was able to experience the throbbing pain of his head. That alone told him, made him understand that he was still alive underwater. And then in the midst of terror came a touch of reason. Midst, amid, came a touch of reason. Reason, some sensible conduct. Some reasoning he did. He was able to analyze and do. I must remember to jump. When I hit the bottom at last, I felt the tiles under me. My toes reached out as if to grab them. I jumped with everything I had. So something was going on, telling him. I already told you earlier. He planned how to come out of water. So again this plan was going on. At last I felt the tiles under me. So when he went and hit the bottom, he was able to feel the tiles with his leg. My toes reached out as if to grab them. So, as though to catch hold. Grab here means it is not grabbing with hand here, but he is going to grab control or rest his foot on the tile which is there under the water. That is what he was feeling. Grab them. I jumped with everything I had. So he was collecting strength in his body, and with that collection of strength he tried to jump once again up the water. But the jump made no difference. The water was still around me. Though the subconscious mind of this boy is going on telling, once you hit the floor, jump, grab something on the floor of the swimming pool, hit your leg there, try to come up. It goes on giving instruction. But the jump made no difference. The water was still around me. I looked for ropes, ladders, water wings, nothing but water. He wanted to find support. I think you would remember at this particular juncture, the movie Titanic, when all the people were thrown into water due to the huge ship sinking. Now people who were, it is the Atlantic Ocean and frozen cold, okay, night temperature will be so freezing. So each one of them who were thrown into the water, they were trying to grab something and to have it as support for them so that they can keep holding that till a rescue team comes to rescue them. Though they had life jacket and whatever it is, but still at that particular juncture, the fear of saving life for them tried to grab hold of something so that they can float on water. But one thing those people did not understand, that the freezing cold is sure to take away their life, but still the thought that they had that they should live, they should continue their life, that tried them to catch hold of something to save themselves. The same thing is with this boy as well. But the jump made no difference. The water was still around me. I looked for ropes, ladders, water wings, nothing but water. A mass of yellow water held me. Mass, the huge volume of water that is there in the swimming pool of yellow water held me. It was surrounding him. Stark terror took an even deeper hold on me. Deeper hold, deeper control. Now he is losing all his senses. Now he has understood nobody is going to come and rescue him. He is going to die under the water, and that thought brought so much of fear for him. Like a great charge of electricity. When you get shock, electric shock, you will feel that sharpness of pain. The same way he had the sharpness of pain in his heart. Oh God, what is going to happen to me? Am I to be here under the water, get drowned? That is the feeling he is getting. I shook and trembled with fright. Fright, the fear that he had. My arms wouldn't move. Now this fear had taken his senses completely. My arms wouldn't move. My legs wouldn't move. I tried to call for help, to call for mother. Nothing happened. His hands never moved, his legs never moved, and he tried calling somebody for help. And when we are in great danger, the first person whom we think is only mother. We cry out, Amma, whatever comes, we cry out, Amma. We don't call anybody else because we know pretty well mother will come there to rescue. Whatever be her situation, she will be the person to come and rescue her child. So this boy is also crying out for he wanted to call his mother, but nothing happened.